Afternoon, guys. Welcome back to another video. This is a Sunday update, as I've had some serious work to do. Only on the basis that my screen recordings have come in pretty soon. The last video was really dark, and I've been trying to get to the bottom of it. And I don't know about anyone else. I use the AMD Adrenaline for all my recording and streaming purposes and stuff like that. So everything was really dark, and then we had some people saying they don't like the white in the background, which I've always used. So I decided to give the people what they want, a bit of a change. So I've gone for a nice greeny colour, very similar to Annie's off Trade Travel Chill. Shout out to her. I've kind of stolen your idea a little bit. I kind of like it because it works well with the Vector candles. So I just messed the first video up. So I've just got rid of, I might be able to undo it. No, that takes it back to there. Okay, right, so in fact, if I keep going, if I go back, it might let me go back further enough to undo. No, it's not. Okay, so obviously we took a long trade from here. On the last video, it was in the morning, and I said that I've taken a BTC long from here, and obviously my take profits all the way up here at the highs. And my stop was at 50% of this range cluster here. Obviously, we got the breakout. We had a nice early entry here with a strong impulsive move up on Powell Speaking. Okay, so we've come up, and I can get rid of this now. So we've come up, and as you can see, volume's dying in. Nice quiet weekend. Slowly curving off. I mean, some of the altcoins here are, I think someone said AR was taking a bit of a hammering. I haven't really done much trading this weekend. Haven't really looked at many charts, to be honest with you. But just look at stuff like 1,000 Rats. Obviously starting to roll over. Super is looking pretty good. Aave moved up, rolled over a little bit. So we're looking at some altcoins here. ICP, what's TIA doing? TIA's rolled over. Filecoin. Say was really good. Still holding up nice and strong. Obviously, we had the news on the unprecedented news with the creator of Ton, obviously Telegram. So Ton has taken a huge sell-off yesterday because he got arrested at the airport, I believe, in France. I'm not going to give my thoughts on it because it might spark some divided opinions, so we'll leave that for another video. Huge sell-off anyway, so that's looking like it should bounce, and I like to see it bounce a bit of a. I mean, this is pretty off topic for crypto. Usually they do the opposite. Someone gets arrested, a huge pump, like Binance did when CZ got arrested. Someone said AR to look at, so let's go on to. Okay, well, it doesn't look that bad. So a lot of these alts are rolling over, and there's a lot of people flipping short here all of a sudden, from what I can gather. Which brings me on to this chart for Bitcoin. So what we've got here is we've got Friday's trading session from US. So obviously from there all the way up, and the volume has been well distributed. So it was Friday's US Open point of control. I don't know why this has moved down here now, but anyway, these two did line up very well. I think it says it's on the 15-minute time frame. There we go. Yeah, so on the 15-minute time frame, the US, this is all the volume dealt in the US session on Friday, lines up perfectly with this choppy, slow grinding sideways weekend we can see. So what we're looking at for potential long setups here. I mean, it's too early to short in my opinion, because even a retest of Friday's point of control, which is obviously, if I move this out the way, you'll see the red line there. Well, I've got an alert. I've got my alarm set there. So, and I'm also going to set my alarm here. So what we're looking at is a potential for Bitcoin to bounce down, then bounce up, and then grind, and attack these highs and then go, which in my opinion would give you two good places to get long. So you can either start a long position here with an invalidation of one of these candles here for a nice tight stop, something like that. Then obviously getting above the monthly open is another place you can get long if you're more of a a trader of opens per se, so you're not going to do here in case it goes lower. Obviously, it can go low from here. It could completely just roll over and go all the way back down. But this is why we don't want to lose the... Basically, so we don't want to lose this level. Obviously, we can drop down below it and fall back up, almost sort of like a pattern. So we can go down, we can lose it for a bit. Oh no, we're doing that as a path. It's a paintbrush. There it is. Obviously, so we can lose it, go below it, and then go like that. And you could obviously then get along this, on the reclaim of this level. But yeah, or the only other one you could do is break past the monthly open, wait for the retest, and then get long from here. And that's when you're going to start attacking these high levels up here. Obviously, you're 66 and you're 67, which would be the target, be 67. It's on the daily time frame. The last highs up here was 70k and candle close 68. Was a wick there? We go 67, 630. So that wick there would be my target for this trade. And then obviously, even still, in my opinion, this could still be just a bearish retest. So we'll wait for that anyway. But that's the sort of trade setup ideas I'm looking at. It was a good, strong move, and I'm expecting continuation. Obviously, as said, this can just roll over. There's no reason why it can't just roll over, but I find it very hard to believe that it will. So that being said, it's a Sunday. I mean, shorting altcoins here, unless you managed to get in last night, shorting them here seems pretty off. Offside is the word I'm looking for. So I'm personally going to wait and apply a little bit of patience here. I mean, there's obviously good trade setups here on things like AVAX, expecting to bounce. Excuse me. So it could just be they've come down. Let me turn on a VRVP for this. Obviously, moved up, left huge gaps behind. Obviously, some of them left gaps on the way back down. So obviously, things can just grind up now and just go like this. Just keep grinding and grinding and grinding, and then move up in a nice, efficient manner, which is fine either way. But it could just be filling some of these gaps, so that we can actually have a nice, efficient move up. And then the only other thing I wanted to look at was total 3. And then I've got to try and remember how to do this now. I want to try and overlay that BTC spot. So after the move on the weekend, you can see alts had a bit of obviously BTC pulled back. We sort of move this one, move this one. It's not going to let me, is it? So obviously, as Bitcoin dropped down, total 3 had a more aggressive rise up. I'll do it on the hourly chart, might be able to see it better. So altcoins had some significant, as you can see here, which basically a bit of a divergence. So Bitcoin was going down as altcoins are going up. So obviously this gives us divergence, and now obviously altcoins are starting to roll back over. So what we'd like to see is obviously Bitcoin showing a bit more strength now. Obviously, I'll get rid of this one here now. I can go. I'll get rid of these lines. So altcoins appear to be having a little bit of a bounce here now, which is obviously good because some of them have bled out, sort of like some 4%, some 6%, like nearly 7%. Obviously looking down through, it's a bit of a mixed bag, to be honest with you. So it's just keep an eye on it, but obviously so we had a divergence there where altcoins are outperforming for a minute. So Bitcoin to me now should have a little bit of a, let me delete these paths. Should have a little bit of a run here, in my opinion. So obviously we're gonna see what's happened. I'm gonna sit on my hands and wait for one of these trades to set up. Either way, trade it as it comes. But we've got a good bit of sentiment back in now in the market, and things are looking good. And although there's huge volume here, that if this does start to roll over and we start losing Friday's America point of control, then obviously I can see a further sell off back down to the to the lows here. But this one here, is it? Yeah, I mean, a loss of this, like, wick on this 15-minute candle would be a further sign of weakness to me. I mean, we can still come down, feel some inefficiency, and then grind back up afterwards. But losing some of these levels would be obviously pretty drastic for Bitcoin. So as you can see, we've had a nice strong reaction here off the volume value area low. So we're going to wait and see. I'm going to apply some patience here. Obviously, I'm still in this trade anyway, but before setting up any new sort of trades or new swing trades, because this one here, my take profit was only to this yellow mark. So I trade it from down here. The idea was grab the liquidity here on this wick, which is got the orange ring, that there. So that's my goal. That's my take profit, and we're not a million miles away from it. So this break into there would then obviously coincide with my new long, which is here. So we'll be looking at that. That's where I'm trading it. And be careful in these low volume, sort of choppy, messy looking weekends. Obviously, you've got like a bit of a mixed bag, as I said. Say, still strong, green. Only one with like green on here for a minute. Trump is, fuck me, excuse my French. TRX is going for another rip by the looks of it. So which obviously means the meme coin, which had a little scalp short on yesterday, Sun. Get rid of that. There's a small short just there. I cut the trade. We started obviously breaking the structure above it. But so open interest on this was nuts, like 634%. Obviously it's a meme coin on Tron network, so that's pretty good. Hook was looking okay, sort of doing its thing. Cake I was at a wedding last night, and I put it in my Discord to obviously take a short on Cake at the break of this, which would have been a nice trade down to there. So far still going. And the only other one we were just looking at in the Discord was Rare. Rare here, I mean, was looking really good on the 1 hour. Just like perfect chopping motion, but now obviously fake out, come back inside. And it's quite important on these ranges to keep the 50% of the cluster. So obviously we're trading in it now, so might set up either way. Excuse me. So waiting to see. There's nothing really setting up clean, nice. Which obviously altcoins have had as I pulled out, a range of outperformance on BTC. So now we want to see BTC having a move back. So this is where my focus is currently, as opposed to altcoins. Looking at BTC, and that's be my next trade before I go trading anything else. Because altcoins can stay bleeding out, even though Bitcoin can just run on its own. And obviously our targets are 66, 67. It'd be the way to go. Obviously this line here, zooming out to the daily chart, is basically what I use on the daily to pull out. We're making lower highs. This is the daily downtrend on the daily. As you can see, we bounces lower. So break this level for me, especially with a candle close above it. Then we go for a run to all-time high. So a lot of work to do in the meantime. By all means, a lot of work to do. But we'll see. We'll take it as it comes, and we'll trade it day by day. And now hopefully this is a bit brighter, and hopefully people enjoy the new colours. We've got a little bit of a new intro I need to add some sound to on this as well, so fingers crossed we get to all-time highs, and that'd be good. But as said, moving down to Friday USA Open, even as low as this level, can still be bullish. So although I'm sure there'd be a lot of panic selling if we took a crash down to there, which is 2%, which is perfectly normal in my eyes. If you zoom out to the sort of like the 4 hour time frame and move down to there and back up, it's nothing. So that's it. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bank holiday in England, so I'm not too sure what it is across the rest of the board. I think America and that are open, so obviously we have Asia open today, well, this evening in the UK, so see how they react first when the TradFi markets get in. We'll go from there. That's it. please like, share, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.